Breaking occasion here at the Academic Institution of Cedar Bridge Academy in partnership with the Bermuda Cricket Board to bring a groundbreaking cricket development program to Bermuda and our student athletes. Before I go into the program, I want to thank Principal Caesar and Board Chair and the President of the Bermuda Cricket Board and Cedar Bridge staff and participants for being collaborative to bring this initiative together. And as the great Nelson Mandela said, since it's a sports initiative based on education, sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to unite in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language they understand. Sport can create hope where once there was only despair. It is more powerful than governments in breaking down racial barriers. It laughs in the face of all types of discrimination, none other than former President of South Africa, Mr. Nelson Mandela. So as we go here, the BCB CBA Student Athlete Cricket Development Program will start next week. And this program will be based on Cedar Bridge and the BCB having a mentoring and tracking student athletes with an interest in cricket. So moving from just participating on the field, we are actually making sure that when they do play cricket, there's a follow-up process, and hopefully this can lead to well-rounded citizens of Bermuda. The core focus of the program is to provide athletic training, event management workshops, in-school match fixtures, and potential national team opportunities both locally and internationally. While the BCB is not a traditional educational organization, we are vital to the mission of fostering and maintaining the cultural relevance of cricket in Bermuda. There's been much discussion about should cricket be a national sport. Well, that discussion is taken away. We are the backbone of our culture, academic, athletic, and community-based. The programs and opportunities we are offering in partnership will be cricket development, also leading to junior umpire programs, scores, and playing of the game, community service hours, professional and career development, and mentoring. As we know, cricket is more than just being played on the field. There's analytical skills, mathematics, there's literature, having to write, communication, and even standing here in front of the press, public relation, and public speaking. We believe that this is the start of providing student athletes with access to participate in the sport of cricket for on and off field development. Primarily, the cost of overseas travel is prohibited in Bermuda based on the time factor and the large fees it takes to travel overseas. And we believe that this is a cost-effective measure for the community, meaning that local-based students can have the same opportunity as those overseas to represent their country, their school, and to foster healthy relationships. Most importantly, we believe this will help to improve the GPA of students. If they're doing something they love, we see better attendance at school and better academic results. The BCB is going to be happy that it would hopefully improve our cricket skills for our youth athletes, particularly at the under-19 level, moving into the senior men's and women's national teams. And the social fabric of Bermuda would also see a healthier environment when students not only at Cedar Bridge, but play against other schools where relationships are being fostered. Again, the program is cost efficient by using the free ICC, that's the International Cricket Council's educational development program, which is online, which is something which is normal now for young students. Everything is based online and social media. They can receive their learning in an online process, and that online learning is not only based for coaching, it's umpiring, it's curating, anyone that wants to go into field turf management, and also just the holistic development of the game, even if they want to learn how to play the old school backyard cricket and to bring a few fun events into it. Since all programs will be on site, there's limited travel. That means they can also do the sport and also pay attention to the schoolwork. And then we're happy for the National Sports Center to allow us the opportunity to use the BCB NSC Access Training Complex. We want to thank Access for making the facility available, and it's not just for the national program, it also leads to better development of our student athletes. And I will now hand it over to Principal Seaver and the board chair to speak on behalf of Cedar Bridge Academy.
Thank you. As the chairman of the Board of Governors for Cedar Bridge Academy, we are thankful that the Bermuda Cricket Board has agreed to come on board and foster our children with cricket and also a mentoring program. Thank you so much for your dedication to our students.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would also like to thank the Bermuda Cricket Board of Control and also thank my colleagues, Mr. Turner and Mr. Govia, who has been working with the Bermuda Cricket Board of Control to make this happen. I want to say that it is important that as we work at Cedar Bridge Academy, we are a fully comprehensive school. And our goal is to expose our young people to as many avenues as possible. And I'm glad that this avenue in the form of sport, mentorship, and skill building is going to be a great opportunity for our students. We have a lot of talent at Cedar Bridge Academy, and we know that this is going to be the talent of our future. And I do look forward to some of these young persons being developed into some cricket players for the local team, cup match, but ultimately they should become world cricket players. So once again, thank you for this great opportunity.
On behalf of the Bermuda Cricket Board, the board understands how important the need for cricket in schools are at this moment. And we're so happy to be partnered with the Cedar Bridge Academy with this student athlete training development program. Hoping that we can get the additional young people into coaching, scoring, umpiring, and other essential parts of the game of cricket. I would like to thank the Cedar Bridge Academy and the administration at this time for allowing this initiative to take place in your school. You know, hopefully that we can add this initiative and add to other high schools and middle schools curriculum with this program. And we hope that the student athletes would benefit and enjoy the experience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Turner.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank my principal, Mr. Blackendale, the president, because this was actually a brainchild of Mr. Govia, and the students actually were really excited. But when we had the meeting with the students, they jumped at the chance. So thank you very much. I know these students will fly high with athletics and academics because we have a student, Mr. Butterfield, who's really excited, and I'll let him tell you guys the excitement he has.
On behalf of the students here at Cedar Bridge Academy, I'd like to thank the Bermuda Cricket Board for this opportunity. I know personally, I'm thrilled to start playing cricket. Better my skills, I know my other fellow students are thrilled as well. So I just want to say thank you to the Bermuda Cricket Board for allowing us to, use the nets and get better athletically and academically.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Decatur Gilbert. I'm one of the prayer leaders at Cedar Bridge Academy. I'm here to talk to you today about actually helping my fellow students get some money to go to school and actually help them get off their feet with the whole cricket thing, because a lot of people don't have enough money to get the cricket gear that I have, but I know my peoples are blessed to even get me a bat, and it's a $400 bat and a pair of pairs. Other people don't even have that money to get that. So what I'm trying to do is try to figure out a way where I can help everybody get at least a pair of pairs and a bat just to bat with, just to help them out, because I don't want to be the only person out here trying to share around my stuff and my stuff gets broken, and but that's how it is. I'm just real, and that's how I talk. I'm Bermudian.
Afternoon. I'm Savannah Walker. I'm a female that likes to play cricket. Most females don't play cricket, but it's not just for males. Like females, they could play cricket. It's not just a male sport. Like it's not for me.
Thank you.
So the first question would be, I'm sorry, good afternoon, my name is Devon Dubia. I'm an avid cricket lover. I've been around cricket all my life, from my father playing Mr. Hoitu. My grandpa was a historian in the game, and it just followed on, and I just love it that much to where I wanted to bring it back to Cedar Bridge and the school system. When I first started working up here, we did have cricket in the schools, and when I realized that, I immediately jumped on board and started actually training with the kids. And once that left me to think of new ways to get cricket back into the school. And when they told us they were doing the co-curricular, I jumped on board. I said, let me just put it up for debate and see what happens. And once I done, Mr. Turner jumped on board. And from there, it's been history, and we're moving forward. I'm just happy that everybody's buying into it. The cricket board, I spoke with other stakeholders, and everybody seems to be on board and are willing to help push this initiative forward. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
For the cricket boards, how long has this program been available through the ICC?
This is not an ICC program.
The
The program has been,
Education Act.
The
Education Act, no, that's-
probably for about the last 9 months, but it's a gradual process. So they've had like level 1, for 3 months, and level 2. So it's a continuous update on the platform. They're still rolling out a few more initiatives, so it's a gradual testing of the platform. We do have local coaches that have already done their level 1, so they're waiting to be assessed. And once we meet in April, the ICC Americas region, they should have all of the workshops online where we can actually roll it out to wider Bermuda, saying that everything's there by August 2024.
How long has cricket been out of schools?
Approximately maybe 10, 11 years.
well, I want to say cricket's still part of our curriculum. And that's the way our curriculum spirals. It's a unit in our curriculum. What we have done at Cedar Bridge is that we have recreated a space called our co-curricular space, in which we allow students to participate in different co-curriculars. And what that means is that they have time outside of the classroom to enjoy cricket and a whole lot of other activities. And this would allow us to do the formation of teams, etc.
So how is this different? Is this within the curriculum? And how does it actually play out?
Right. So one of the great things about Cedar Bridge Academy, this is our second year. We have developed what we call co-curricular time. So every Wednesday afternoon, we have approximately 30 to 40 different activities in which our young persons can participate in. So when we look at this particular program, we have Mr. Turner, who's a mathematics teacher, Mr. Govia, who's the supervisor of the maintenance department. What this allows us to do within this co-curricular time is to allow persons like Mr. Govia, Mr. Turner, work with young persons who are interested in cricket, and allows them to further develop their skills, gives them everything that they need. We'll get a cricket team together so that they can be active within it. So the good thing about this, we know that every Wednesday afternoon, we have the consistency of the program for our young persons to follow through, both male and females.
So, okay. So are you saying that they'll be able to participate in cricket just on Wednesdays, or will they be able to play other days? Because not every school will be available to play.
So the way it works is that if we have other schools who want to play cricket, like our football league, where they have the school football league. What happens there is that students, they train with the football coaches, and then whenever the games are set, then we'll allow them to go ahead and play that sport. So if there are other schools who want to play Cedar Bridge, if we want to have some cricket matches with other schools, we'll definitely provide the space in which Cedar Bridge can travel to other schools, or schools can come to our area. So so hopefully we'll get a cricket league happening with our schools, and we can go and do that. Absolutely.
So what exactly is the role of the BCB in this?
The BCB is providing the equipment, access to the BCB is providing the equipment as much as we can, access to the National Sports Center training development, and we have Mr. Courtney Trott, who is one of our academy coaches and also the team manager of the national team, to be here on site, also with other coaches to give the expertise. We have 2 individuals in the end right who love cricket and who have a passion, but we have the experts. So you can see possibly persons such as Gennaro Tucker, Mr. Calvin Waldron, who's our senior men's team coach, Mr. Courtney Trott, and others who have the high level qualification from level 2 to level 3 to assist the young man and even the individuals on site, the adults, to give them the support they need to provide a quality cricket program. Cedar Bridge, I'm putting a challenge out to you. I've spoken to a few other schools, and I said we were going to have an announcement today, and there will be cricket played as far, maybe not in a league format, but to start it in a festival, because there has been no competitive cricket in high school for about 10 years between other schools. So football's played inter-school sports, but not cricket. So something that's been dormant in a competitive environment for 10 years. The BCB is taking the lead to bring it back, and we hope that in many years to come, there will be a vibrant league, because that is the sustainability of cricket in Bermuda.
And what about the app? How does that work?
The app is very simple. These young individuals in there, they just register for the app. It's free. They can do it in their own time. There is not really a pass and fail, but information is provided. And if they want to go to an actual practical setup, they do get assessed, and then they can move on to the next level. So it's challenging them at their own speed, their own interest. And it's not just to play the game or coach the game. It's for scoring, it's for umpiring and other cricket management skills.
Would you say that cricket is popular amongst the youth of Bermuda? I mean, there's a lot of competition in terms of football and other sports. How popular would you say cricket is?
I will let the young people speak for themselves. And Mr. Butterfield, I'll let you come forward. He has a very unique story to tell. Tell your story.
All right, so my story is, I used to play baseball when I was younger, but a few years ago, my daddy was like, why don't you come play cricket again? Because I used to play with him in the backyard. So when this co-curricular program came up, I came, started building, and they could tell you, I surprised them. So yeah, but I think cricket and football are the two most popular sports in Bermuda right now. But being that we don't really see cricket in schools as much, it's not really like football. So I do believe cricket is pretty popular amongst us in Bermuda.
Good afternoon. I believe cricket has died over the last couple of years, because I have actually played cricket for the last couple of years and seen it die out, and my friends not want to play no more just because they didn't have the money to get equipment and do what they had to do and pay the fees for maybe that $30 that their parents didn't have at the time, so they couldn't play that season. So it was just little things like that that was just throwing people off and sending people different directions. That's why a lot of people transferred over to playing football, because their parents didn't have enough to get equipment. They only had enough to buy football boots and pay the $300 for the football season. So that's basically what a lot of people are going through in Bermuda right now, because I know it's a hard time for a lot of people, and that is real. Everybody's going through something right now, even if it's financially or like even with their family. Like it could be anything, like medical bills. Like it's a lot that goes on in Bermuda that nobody sees, and that's why I really wanted to come out and talk about how we could battle cricket in Bermuda for the youth, because I really want to play cricket this season, and I want a U17 league. You feel me? And yeah, that's it. Or evening league, even it. That's what we are trying to elaborate on. Try to get an evening league team and just play with the men, even if we have to, just to get in. But yeah, it's been a great experience working with these guys over the last couple of months, because I would have never had that opportunity to tap back into cricket because I lost my teeth. I actually did. I lost my teeth when I was in middle school to a cricket game. We was playing Work Academy, and the ball, I was playing wicketkeeper, the ball bumped up and hit my mouth. So that really took me off away from cricket, and just seeing these guys having fun in the nets just brought me right back to it. The old Western Stars days. Yeah. But thank you for letting me speak.
For females, I feel like there's not a lot of girls that like play cricket, but it's a lot of us that know how to. Like last year, we had, I think it was a 6-a-side tournament. Super 8 for cricket, and it was a few, like we was really pretty good. We won the tournament. We didn't lose none of the games actually. I was surprised. But yeah, it's just not a lot of females that like play cricket, but it's a lot of us that know how to.
Let me ask you a question before you go. You think it's because it's not available?
Yeah, it's definitely that, because I don't see nothing about females playing cricket.
I correct you on that one. Yeah, it is something about females playing
Yeah.
cricket. Because it
Yes,
was
no, but,
just a flag that went out.
yeah.
Well,
I'll do a plug because great to have a young lady that's interested. So the BCB is having its second year of women's cricket, open to young ladies 15 and up. There were 5 teams last year. This year, we're looking to have 7, possibly 8. Formats will potentially be T10 and T20, starting sometime in mid-May. And there's an opportunity for you and your friends, if they wish to join, to either speak to Mr. Turner to get in touch with the BCB, or to contact one of your local clubs that would potentially have a team. So out of the 13 male teams or clubs, 7 to 8 teams are looking to have a women's team. So there's a great opportunity for women to enjoy the game just like men and to get on the international stage. And there's trials, and actually we're looking to see if we can get under 19 women's team out overseas, maybe later at the end of this year or early next year, because we want to provide a fast track for women to get the same experiences. And hopefully with this announcement, we can get the much needed funding, as Takeda said, that it's not just for equipment and the main, hopefully for all of cricket, because it does take finance and to compete with the other sports which have a larger footprint.
I heard you say there's some talk with that national sport. Cricket shouldn't be a national sport. Where are you hearing that from?
There's, if you look at the blogs and comments, since the results from the senior men's national team, people are questioning it, even in the streets, you see the comments. And, I just had to say the other day on another forum that the national sport is what ties us into a culture and tradition. It's not about just winning. You can win in many sports, but that's not what excites the majority of the people. So as I'm known as the football guy, that's a large number of participants, but nothing beats cup match. No matter how famous you are for football, you are Mr. Gennaro talking cup match, and you are there and definitely a local icon. And that's what all these young individuals want to be. They want to be respected, play the sport of their choice, and hopefully do well in the cup match series of the national team.
With cricket potentially being in the next Pan Am Games, as well as the 2028 Olympics, the youngsters behind you, how excited would it be for them to have an opportunity to represent the country at the inaugural one in Pan Am?
I hope they'll be excited, and all stars at Cedar Bridge, that they have an opportunity to showcase their talent. We have Mr. Courtney Trott, who will be here. He will be acting also as a scout to fast track this, to have the potential to the various national teams. And then as far as them actually putting on the shirt, I'll leave to the experts. I don't want to see that I have any influence in that, but the opportunities are there. And regional competitions, just even playing cricket in the United States, they have domestic leagues which we can tap into, and the UK, where we have partnerships with boarding schools. So as far as those that want to play cricket, the opportunities are out there. We are doing our best to provide more exposure. And after this announcement, there are at least 2 other schools that are in the pipeline that are ready to go, but we committed to Cedar Bridge first. And so we wanted to make this announcement here and definitely partner with one of our public schools, who seems that, we don't always give them the same amount of attention. But it's a national sport, and it's a cultural sport. And the people of Bermuda should be proud that we're bringing in here at Cedar Bridge. And Cedar Bridge brought it to us, so they have to get the first round of applause to make it happen.
All right, so I'm going to ask for Courtney. With the Pan Am and the Olympics, it's T10. We're playing T20, we're playing 50 overs here. Getting ready for international competition. When do you think will be the right time to start a T10 league or matches? When is the right time? Because Pan Am's is 2026, the Olympics 2028.
To me, it's not a matter of starting a T10 or a T20 league. It's about teaching the youngsters the proper fundamentals. Because irregardless of what form of the game you're playing, the fundamentals don't change. And teaching them to play the games in the right way, that will be the most important focus. So irregardless of the format, they'll have the right tools to be able to succeed. Any other questions?
All right, since you're there, how often are we going to have you come down here to you and the other guys? How are you coming here, coming
So
times a
it'll
week?
be every Wednesday afternoon, correct, from 2 until 4?
2:15 to 4.
Right, so that'll be once a week, basically, with this. Hopefully, other schools will come on board and have teams, because irregardless of the coaching aspect, the best way for them to improve skill-wise is to actually play games. So hopefully we can get some games going as well.
How many have signed up for this program?
Cedar Bridge is the first. As Mr. Blankendow had said, it's a few others who are looking to come on board. So hopefully within the next few weeks, we will have a few more of these, and there will be a few more schools introducing themselves to the program.
We're looking for the amount of students.
I can answer that. We roughly have about 30 to 40 kids. And I mean, young ladies and young men signed up to play.
Young man, come forward a second, please. Not being able to play at Cedar Bridge, how does that affect you?
It affects me a lot because I actually want to go away to school for playing cricket. Because I wanna be able to have like at least a training session like at least every day in the morning. Even if I'm gonna come early in the morning, I'll wake up early. You know, I just want to put in that work, have a good training session. Like people my age, they're just looking for a person that's just gonna be there for us all the time. That's gonna be there when we need them the most. You know, like because this is the crucial time where we're supposed to be getting videos together to be going to college and things like that. So this is our time to build up our portfolio, like our video portfolio, to send to different schools. So that was one of my main things that I was trying to like get on top of this year, but I didn't really have the time to because of all my graduation requirements and things like that. But I'm definitely going to try to help somebody else out in the future to do that. That's basically my goal.
You said you were trying to help out with funding. How are you doing that?
I was trying to reach out to different companies. That's one of my things. Actually, I do the same thing for Per Forward. We reach out to different companies to find money to fund different things in our school too.
So maybe Decatur could probably tell you why he's actually dressed down today, because he is actually in a training for Per Forward, which is a per-led program, which entices their colleagues to go to college. So part of what he's saying is that not only do we look at it in the sports arena, but with his Per Forward Avenue, he's able to actually provide opportunities for all Cedar Bridge students. So today is actually a Per Forward training day, so we're taking him away from his training so that he can go there for the next 3 months while he's at Cedar Bridge and begin to motivate students in S1, 2, and 3 to go to college and speak about the importance of college, but it comes directly from the students.
Yeah. But one thing that I do want to tap onto is like trying to like make it more fun for people to actually get into the sport instead of making it so competitive. Like do like little 8-a-side games, like maybe like in the afternoons. If somebody wants to play cricket, if a group of students want to play cricket, you like find different groups. Like you could mix up these schools, like make it like a all-star game, like an all-star for cricket, but everybody gets to play instead of just bringing out the good players. So everybody gets a chance to play on a team, and everybody gets a chance to actually play the game with people they haven't played with before. So they got to network with different people, and so you know different people that you play with. So when you come to play for the national squad, you already know who you're playing with, and you play it with so many different people. You could adjust your how you run, how you bat, how you go. You know, you just gotta figure out who you're batting with or who you're bowling with. You know, that's the key to the game. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah. And that applies to life.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.